Thank you so much. Well, welcome to another talk of Let's Talk NMB. I have this on today, and I must. This is great because we should have a collection of these for every time we have a day. But in this time, I'll tell you, I've just now added to the regular one that my wife gives me to make sure I'm fine. So I've added this to it, and guess what? As you all know me, I also have a New York Knicks one. So it's a good thing. Anyway, happy Flag Day to everybody. I want to say happy Flag Day to Leonie. She's given me the permission to call her Leonie. Um, Leonie Hermata. And she's here today just to talk to us overall about the Flag Day, but more than anything else, to talk to us about census, to talk to about Senla. To I Like I said to her this morning when we spoke, I don't know where she gets the time to do all the thing that she does, because her schedule is just a dizzying array of a lot of things that she does for her community. But listen, she's so focused on what she does, and she's so focused on on Haiti, the causes for Haitians and Haitian Americans. And we just want to take this time to welcome you, Leonie, to our Let's Talk NMB, which is a forum we started at the advent of COVID-19, slated really just to uh, just to talk about the issues that are out there while we're quarantined or at work, practicing safe distance. That we're here to talk about those issues. And so I just want to welcome you, and you're really, really dizzy in schedule, just to tell us a little bit about it. I'd just like you to kick off just to tell us a little bit about Flag Day. What does Flag Day mean? What does it represent? We can't hear you. You may have to unmute. Yes, you should be live now. I can't hear her.
We
Can
can't
anyone,
hear her.
can anyone else hear Leonie?
No, I can't hear her, and it looks like she's
Yun
unmuted.
yung makatando. Nope.
Manager, let me call her, see if I can walk her through it.
Okay, great.
Dania.
Great, thank you. In the meantime, I'll welcome Commissioner Smuckler. I see Commissioner Smith. I see, and I haven't seen any other of our commissioners, at least not yet. Yeah. In the meantime, let me just tell you a little bit about who we have scheduled for the rest of the week. We've got on Tuesday, we have the Madelon Law Firm with attorney Joseph Madelon. We have the NMB IT team that's going to be talking to us on Wednesday, just to talk about some of the things that we're going through, and to kind of keep you informed as to how do we operate right now in COVID-19, because there's a lot of stuff happening. I know I've been kicked off some Zoom calls, and I know we have also had issues with Zoom calls being bombed. So you'll be talking a little bit about that, especially, and also about keeping us safe during this time period. You know our history with that, what happened here, and they haven't stopped. There are people who make a living off of that. And on Thursday, we will speak with I call him Mayor Philippe DeRose, uh, first mayor of Haitian descent in the entire United States, who will come on just to talk to us. It's always a delight to speak with Commissioner DeRose, with Mayor DeRose. Actually, we've already spoken this morning, and I'm going to call him later on today. Several things. And also on Friday, you shouldn't want to miss this. On Friday, we're going to have Cigna Healthcare, Ms. Gail Smith, who is a behavioral clinical person with Cigna, who will talk to us about the various things we go through in this time period, and how is it that we hurdle those things. So that's going to be, that's the agenda for the rest of the week. Leonie, are you ready? Not yet? Okay, we'll find some things to speak with you about while we do that. When you're ready, just give us a thumbs up and we'll be ready to go with you. Okay? We sent out a press release this weekend to our residents, those on our those who were on our contact constant contact. We put it on our website. We actually had it pasted on some businesses, and we had our code, and the part-timers from Parks and Recreation who went around just to make sure that that this was posted. And it has to do with the reopening of Miami-Dade County today. May 18th, we reopened on a phase 1. So there's certain things that are open and certain things that are not open. It poses a big issue for us in government, because we're at the crux of this all is going to be, how is it that we monitor? How do we regulate? How do we go forward? So there's a lot. We talk about new normal, and I know we have overused that term, but the reality is that it's new normal, and that's what we have to do. So while we reopen, we also have to remember that we have in place a stay-at-home order. We have a curfew. We have we're wearing masks are going to be mandatory, and it continues to be that way. Social distancing and all of those other perimeters, those are what we have to monitor in this time when there are other essential businesses being open. So our parks team and our code team, we are all working on getting this thing done, and so we look forward to operating in this environment, to guide people in this environment. But more than anything else, we look forward for your understanding in this environment, because it is going to be a rough period. Because remember that even though the county has asked us to reopen in this phase 1 approach, we also have a state of emergency that's still going on. So it's not a free for all. For us, there are issues also. I see Leona giving me the thumbs up. For us also, it also has to do with our short-term rental and what this opening does to that. So stay tuned. There's some things that we have to do, and we've been working on them. And I want to tell you that your NMB team, we met by phone this weekend a few times just to gather these things together, because it was late Friday night that I saw the final signed draft. It's not draft, the final document from the Miami-Dade County Manager. But this team has been working hard, along with your mayor and commission, of course, just to get this thing going. So I think Leonie was ready for us, but she's.
Yes.
Are you ready, Leonie?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can't see you, but we know what you look like.
You can't see me?
Not yet.
I
Oh, we
can
can
see
see
her.
her?
Yes, we can see her.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Great.
Great. Whew. At last.
Right. Welcome. It's as I said before, happy Flag Day. It's the 217th anniversary of the Haitian flag. I know it has gone through several changes over the years, but 217-year anniversary. Ketley, that goes for you too, and anybody else on here who is of Haitian descent who is celebrating the day. And of course, for all of us here in the forum, we're going to talk about that among some other things. Leonie, can you just tell us a little bit more about the flag? Because I'll tell you, as I've seen this flag all over the place, and we have looked at it, and we look at it with pride, especially when we see the exuberance that comes on Haitian Flag Day. Can you just talk to us a little bit about that?
You know, As you know, Haiti was a colony of France. This was France's most productive um, um, generator of income, of revenue, of wealth, because we were a sugar plantation, and we produce a lot of sugar for France. So the loss of Haiti was very costly for France, and that sort of explains to you why Louisiana was sold. But May 18th symbolizes the creation of the Haitian flag. This is when the leaders went to a very well-known woman in the town of Arcahaie and asked her to help create the flag. So it was the French flag that was torn, the white part was torn, and the red and the blue was sewn together with an understanding that it was the symbolic joining of the two native peoples who lived in Haiti, or the indigenous people. It was the Black and the mulattoes. That's the history of the flag. But the flag, of course, symbolizes something that's really important to not just Haitians, but freedom-loving people all over the world, is that it represents the first the first successful revolt of enslaved people in the Americas.
And I love the interjection of that adjective, the successful.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a successful revolution.
Yeah. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about the flag? I mean, I know there's a palm tree. There is a liberty cap that's over the palm tree. There are weapons.
The palm tree, of course, symbolizes nature and emphasizes that we are in the Caribbean. The arms definitely, obviously show that it was a nation that was built through war, through fighting, and that we had to continue to remain vigilant, which was something that was done after independence. There were multiple fortresses that were built because it was clear that the French would try to return, because Haiti was its prized possession. And so vigilance was something that was, as you can see, even symbolized in the flag, and the notion that freedom was something that should be preserved, that should be fought for to the death. So, you know, one of the slogans is liberty or death.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, you want something to drink? Okay, I'll be right there.
You gotta mute, Commissioner. Anyway, and l'union fait la force.
A force. In unity, there's strength. And again, it symbolizes the fact that, you know, those who fought for independence were not a homogeneous group of people, that it was a united forces of different groups within the Haitian landscape that came together to fight for independence. So people who were not economically at the same level, people who look differently in terms of the mix, the race mixing that happened. You know, you had the mulattoes, you had the free blacks, you had the workers on the plantations. So you had, as a plantation society, is this pyramid where the white person was at the apex. You know, what happens between the base of the pyramid and the top of the pyramid is a whole smorgasbord of races, class interest, regional interest. And so the slogan, the motto of L'Union fait la force was really important. You know, the generals had to create different alliances to really align all interests in Haiti at the time to win. So we continue to strive to achieve that. And of course, it's not easy, but that's something that we hope we will achieve one day, where we're really unified around the identity and not the interests that usually drive our decision making.
Right. And I just love the fact that it's crowned off by the cap of liberty that you can see right here on the top.
Yes.
That's so cool.
liberty was really, it was something that Haitians even felt that they had to export at the time of independence. And that's why, Venezuela and Haiti continue to share an important relationship, because Haiti provided the technical, the support, the strategic support that Simon Bolivar needed to liberate what was called, Gran Colombia, which is Colombia, Venezuela, from the Spanish.
Our histories tell us so much about who we are. I remember last year, one of our commissioners, Commissioner Villard, we had a lunch and learn. We called it lunch and learn, where we talked about what it was like growing up in Haiti, and then also being Haitian American here, and how both how the diaspora clings to back home, and how each is really shaped by everything. And we had an opportunity just to talk about that. I think it was one of the greatest lunch and learns that we have had within the city. Today would be today, I guess, is our version of lunch and learn.
Yes.
I know Haiti. What is Haiti doing today? Because I know COVID-19 has really postponed Haitian Flag Day in Haiti, right?
It's postponed the Haitian Flag Day everywhere. Not, it's traditionally there is a city in the city of Arcaye where the flag was born, or as we call it. And so every year there's a traditional parade. There's a huge mass at the Catholic Church that's called a Te Deum. And so the president of Haiti usually goes there all dressed in white, and he goes to the mass, and then afterwards there's a parade and all this pageantry of colors, all paying homage to the flag. Of course, today that because of COVID-19 and other political situations that preceded COVID-19, there is no celebration of the flag because Haiti is now, the pandemic is really accelerating and in the throes of dealing with this pandemic. And so people unfortunately are panicking. There's a lot of panic in Haiti today. And so it's up to us in the diaspora to really continue to send, our support. Yesterday there was a huge concert online to support COVID-19 operations, medical operations in Haiti. A very successful one, actually.
Great. I would like to speak with you about another issue here. And I know that you have been involved in this, that you're right there with us. It's about the Complete Count Committee. I know that's near and dear to your heart. I know it's near and dear to your heart. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that and the necessity of being counted? How essential?
Yes. I have to say that if I were of childbearing age, if I had a child today, the first or the middle name would be Census. Since we launched the Haitian American Complete Count Committee since April 2019. Again, we convened a group of cities. North Miami Beach is a member of our Complete Count Committee. Of all the cities with significant Haitian representation, stakeholders, agencies, anyone who has any interest in ensuring that the Haitian community is counted and accurately counted for the census. And so the Complete Count Committee, as I said, represents cities, county offices, professional organizations, and we've been meeting for over a year now, one, understanding what the issues are and how to best reach out to the community to ensure that they're counted.
Yes.
And meeting for a year really helped us pivot now that because of COVID-19. But we all, all our plans were based on the understanding again that our community was hard to reach, how to count and hard to reach. And so
Yeah.
we all leverage our resources to ensure that we could reach out to the community from multiple strategies,
Yeah.
whether
But
it's social media platform, etc.
as we look at it, for example, I am not too sure where Florida is right now, but we know Florida is so large that there are a lot of outliers that can look at your effort, and then your effort doesn't seem as if it's measuring up. But I think we're at 51.5% this morning. I think it's where we are, Sharon,
That's
or
good. I think
yes.
very good.
Yeah, we're light blue.
Yeah, so I think we're very good. I think that what we need to continue and what we're doing at the Complete Count Committee now is we're going to be hosting a webinar with someone from the census who's going to help us look at the number and drill down to see where the undercount persists, so
Yeah.
that we can be very targeted now about our approach to this, because we know that our numbers are looking, they're not looking bad, they could be much better, but we're not we're not um, we're not lagging behind the national average by too many percentage points. So we're not getting complacent. We know that in Florida, even though the census the census has been rescheduled in a way, the end of it was scheduled to be July 31st, but now it's October 31st. But we're pursuing our complete count effort as if it were ending on July 31st. Because
Correct.
we know that in South Florida, we have the unexpected, well, not expected, the you know, anticipated storms.
Yes.
So we don't know when the hurricanes are coming. And so we know that hurricane season starts around August. Well, it starts in June, but the active season is around August. So we are moving ahead as if our season ended, the census ended July 31st.
Right. And we have to do that because we have so many game changers, because COVID-19 has essentially changed it for us.
Yes,
And yeah.
significantly,
Um,
significantly.
do you mind sharing some of the creative things that other communities are doing out there in COVID-19, just to amp up, to get the ante up and to keep it relevant and topical and right on the top with everybody else?
Well, we know that they're doing something that the city of North Miami Beach is going to be doing soon, and it's the car caravan. And we're very excited about that. And the Haitian American Complete Count Committee is looking forward to participating and joining the city of North Miami Beach in that very creative effort. And we're going to take notes and copy in other communities. So
Right.
imitation is flattery. So you can be flattered that we're going to be imitating you. We're doing phone banking.
Yes.
We know that at Santla, we call our clients. We have a list of clients that we call. People are doing food banking, are using the fact that folks are coming out to get food to continue to promote the census. Folks are going on the radio. They're doing contests on local radios to see, how many people encourage, especially for young people, how many folks do you sign up for the census, and you get a prize for the person who signs up the most people. Churches, we engage churches. Right now, we're looking at putting a little banner on the online church services. So people are looking at the reality of their communities and really forging, strategies based on those realities.
That's a good idea. No, you touched on something there that, I mean, we could talk about this for an entire half an hour again. Has to do with Saint La. Can you tell us a little bit more what's going on there now? Because this is just like a bastion. This is, you talk about Saint La, and there's just so much to say about what you're doing for the community.
I mean, I showed up to work this morning to a long line of people, and this happens every day. We've had, Satla is a community-based, neighborhood-based organization which has been in existence 20 years now. We were going to plan a big 2020 bash, and COVID-19 had its plans. But Satla is a 20-year-old community-based organization whose mission is to strengthen and uplift, Haitian Americans. But we're not just we're open to the entire community. Our staff is culturally competent. We speak English, Spanish, French, Creole, and we have clients from different walks of life. But we focus on the ability to address the needs of the Haitian community. We, in the immediate aftermath of COVID-19, we felt compelled by county ordinances or county advice to close our doors. But about a week or 2 weeks later, we had to reopen simply because not only the lines that were formed every morning in front of Saint-La's office, and also our understanding and our executive director's understanding that in this case, we had become essential personnel. Yes. Because the people who needed assistance with unemployment applications, and remember the actual disaster that happened immediately after people started getting unemployed, the system wasn't working. And so, our staff, both remotely and in person, were doing about 100 unemployment applications in the first week.
Wow.
If you know how the system, it was, really kudos to members of our staff who understood the absolute importance of being present, even though we were all terrified. I mean, I would be lying if I didn't say that. Yes, if I didn't say that we were terrified. And again, our board and through the executive director really made sure that we had the protective device, the protective gear that would make us feel safer. So, I mean, we're going to emerge from this with incredible respect for our staff members who, some having their pre-existing conditions, understood that our essence, our raison d'etre is to serve, and especially people extremely vulnerable. And, that makes me immensely proud of our team, that we were there shivering in fear, but present nonetheless. And that has made an incredible difference in the lives of our, members of our community and our clients.
You use one of my favorite phrases. Whenever Ketley gets mad at me, that's what I said to her. I said, "Come on, stop. You are my raison d'etre." I love I love that phrase, and that's a phrase. That's a phrase we should all adopt, because we are the reason for each one's existence, especially if we're of the same cause. Yes. I see any hands that were up? Horace, was there? I thought I'd seen one hand up for someone.
I wanted to make a comment.
Okay, well, Commissioner Smith, and then I think I see Jen Rawlson. Thank you, Commissioner. Go ahead.
I've had the honor of being in Haiti, as most know, and I am becoming an honorary Haitian. I have to tell you, the resilience is beyond, you can't even put it into words. St. Augustine, when we went, you hear that real history and standing at the gravesite, and, even Savannah, Georgia. But my biggest and proudest, and I would hope that she'd spend 1 minute discussing what accomplishment they are building with their community, that you have your most gorgeous place to go and have dinners and have galas, and art galleries. I remember the first one 15 years ago in North Miami, and now you have blocks of honoring what needs to be honored in Dade County. So I would like you to speak just a minute of how all that is building. And thank you again for your time today.
Yes, Commissioner, are you referring to building in Miami or in Haiti? I wasn't sure. We know that, North Miami Beach are definitely evidence of the Haitian entrepreneurial spirit, the Haitian spirit of resiliency. We have a long history of folks who had met with a lot of adversity, whether it was immigration, but who have managed to build businesses, small, larger businesses, restaurants, art galleries that have really kept the community and the culture alive. We're very blessed with many festivals that were organized both by the city of North Miami Beach, the city of Miami, the city of North Miami, again, who have supported our artists, our musicians, and continue to keep this culture alive. We know that we're all incredibly happy to be in the United States. We're extremely proud to be Haitian Americans, to be both grounded into great cultures of independence, cultures of freedom, of expression. And so we know that by keeping our culture alive, we are helping our kids understand who they are, because our kids grew up in environments where they hear Creole, they know they're Haitian, and with the support of municipalities, the support of individuals, we are helping our kids become grounded, continue to be grounded in something that makes them proud. And so, we're very happy to have the support of municipalities like the city of North Miami Beach, and its continued presence on our media, its presence in supporting a lot of events, again, that have to do with culture. So thank you for recognizing our assets, our resilience, and our determination to be entrepreneurs and business people, and to make everyone thrive in your community. So thank you.
Leonie, thank you. I know that we could go on and on, but we just have a minute left before this ends. And so I really want to thank everyone for being on here. I want to thank you for being a part of this session. Thank you for the informative stuff. I say today's Haitian Flag Day, happy Haitian Flag Day. But more than anything else, happy Flag Day. But I also want to say something, is that you have a planned 20th anniversary. Just remember that the 20th year ends December 31st, 2020. So still make your plans, invite us to be there, and continue doing what you're doing. It was great to have all of you on here. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. And
Thank you.
have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everybody be safe.
Say hello to
Bye.
Mimi for me.
Bye.
Hey.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Leonie.
Bye.